So in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to do the shell edging stitch. Really lovely stitch for finishing off your blankets and any other garments you just want to add a little bit of extra zhuzh to. So it's a row of double crochet, then a row of the shell edging. I've done it in a contrasting colour so you can see it against the blanket, but you can do it in the same colour that you've worked your main project in. So let's have a look at the tutorial. Hello, my name's Karen Stangram and welcome to Conquer Crochet, the channel for tips, tricks and techniques for conquering your crochet. Everything I talk about in today's video will be linked in the descriptions below. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss a single stitch. So if you're keen to get going with this video, give me a thumbs up and let's do this. So for this tutorial I'm going to be using a double knit yarn. I've already made up a swatch for what I want to put my shell edging onto. I have a 4mm crochet hook to use with my double knit yarn, scissors to cut off my end and my needle to sew in my ends. So I'm going to start off with a slip knot, and you can do this in whichever way you prefer. And for this first row I'm going to work on the reverse of my piece of work. So I'm going to join in on the first stitch, add my yarn, my slip knot, pull through, tighten up, and then we're going to do a double crochet in the same stitch we've just attached yarn to. We're then going to do a double crochet in each stitch going across or around if you were doing this around a blanket. So just a base of a double crochet all the way around. You can do this in your original colour, or you can do it in a contrasting colour that you've chosen to do your border in. You may also want to do it in the same colour and just carry on. So when you finish off you don't need to join the yarn, you just carry on the wrong side with a row of double crochet. So I'm just going to finish this row off and I will see you in a moment. So I've done my row of double crochet on the wrong side. I'm going to chain one, turn my work, and I'm back to the right side. So for this shell edging then, we want to do a double crochet. So that chain one does not count as a stitch. We're going to do a double crochet in that first stitch. We're then going to skip the next stitch, so skipping this one here, working into the next stitch with 5 trebles. So that's UK terminology, not US terminology. It'll be 5 doubles in US terminology. So we're going in with 5 trebles into the same stitch. So we've done a double crochet in the first one, skip a stitch, 5 trebles. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Skip a stitch, double crochet, and that double crochet will make the shell flatten out. So there's our first shell. Skip a stitch, 5 trebles in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Skip a stitch, double crochet, and we work exactly the same way down the row. Skip a stitch, 5 trebles, skip a stitch, double crochet. So I'm just going to finish this row off to show you what it looks like. So I've just worked up a few more rows for you to see how it looks. Now I've got to the end here, and I could take this down the side. Had I done my double crochets down the side here, I could just carry this on round the corner and that would be fine. This stitch does work best in multiples of 5, but you can make it work with any multiples that you have. You just have to take it around the corner and just keep going. So you get really lovely little scalloped edges with the shell stitch. And obviously that was the wrong side that we did the double crochet on, and then the right side with the shells facing forward. So that's how to do shell edging. I really hope you found today's tutorial useful. If there are any information that you need to find out about this video, have a look in the descriptions below where I post all the links to any freebies and other videos I think you might find useful. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed this video, to give me a thumbs up below. Don't forget also to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you've enjoyed it and you'd like to see more of my tutorial videos. There are 2 other videos on screen to help you on your crochet journey, and I will see you over there. Thank you so much for joining me on this one, and happy hooking!